You know, there's just one right there. You have a good angle on everybody. We are going live.
Okay. Good morning.
Shalom.
Shalom. How's everybody doing this morning?
Shalom.
Tawab. So happy to hear that. Today, Sunday kids class. Let's please make sure we speak up loud so that everybody, all the millions of people that are watching us, can hear what you all are saying, okay? So everybody make sure you speak up loud. So, Max, how do we start kids class? What we are thankful for. Yes. So what are you thankful for? Lord?
He said he's thankful for the Most High.
You're thankful for the most. No, it can make. Wow. No, I'm impressed. Very good, Max. Thankful for the Most High. I'm glad to hear that. Noah, what are you thankful for? To see another day. And you're happy about that, aren't you? Yes, awesome. And Elijah, to see another day. And I hope you both make today a very good day because the Most High has allowed you to see another day. So it's got to be a very good, positive day, right? Every day, positive day, so you get to see another day. Nina, good morning. Tell us what you're thankful for.
I'm thankful for the Most High and Yahweh Shai and see another day.
Wow, nice. Very good. Ezekiel, what are you thankful for?
I ate cereal.
You're thankful for cereal? Yeah? Is the belly full? No. So you'll be thankful if he can get you some cereal, huh? Yeah? Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Caleb, what are you thankful for?
To see another day.
To see another day. You know what? We're all very thankful to see another day. That's very good. I'm glad to hear that. It's very good that you appreciate the Most High allowing you to open up your eyes, right? And breathe and see another day. Very good. Mathea, what are you what are you thankful for over there?
I'm thankful to be around all my sisters and all the beautiful babies that are being born.
Kind. That is definitely a blessing. Rosa, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for about to have this baby. I'm soon.
Kind. That's a blessing. A healthy baby boy on the way.
God.
Yes, definitely. Your pa, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for my family.
You're thankful for your family? Kind. I'm thankful for your family too. Justice?
I am thankful for getting to see Chickies.
You thankful to see little Kana over there? Yes. Growing up, not yelling anymore like she used to, so that's definitely something to be thankful for. Marcy?
I'm thankful for the Most High and giving us wisdom to understand His scriptures and putting the elders to help us understand as well.
Con. Yeah, that's definitely something to be thankful for. I'm thankful for when I wake up in a really good spirit and just like appreciating the Most High and driven to like study and meditate on the Word and positive things. It really makes everything like really bright and just nice. When you wake up in a good spirit, you know, that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I woke up this morning in a really good spirit. Okay? So, thanks everybody for sharing what you're thankful for. Caleb, what do we do next talk about what we're thankful for. The commandments, yes. Last week, I asked where the 10 Commandments is located. Do you guys remember? Yeah? Ezekiel, where's the 10 Commandments?
From Yahweh.
Yes, they're from Yahweh Khan. But where in the Bible are the 10 Commandments? What book do we go to? Who can tell me what book we go to besides Elijah? Because he goes to it and reads it to us every Sunday. Well, who can tell us what book do we go to read the 10 Commandments? Mina.
Bible.
Yes, but what book in the Bible do we go to?
Exodus.
Exodus. Very good. Okay, Noah. What chapter in Exodus do we go to read the 10 Commandments? No, not chapter 3. Take another. Go. Say it again. 20. Awesome. We started verse 3, right? We started verse 3. When we go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Okay? Perfect. So, Noah, I'd like for you to start us off today in verse 3. Exodus chapter 20, verse 3.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Awesome. And then Elijah, do verse 4.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Okay, stop there. Noah, please read verse 8.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
And then read verse 9.
Six days shalt thou labor and do all thy works.
And do all thy works. Very good. Elijah, pick up on verse 10, 11, and 11.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Okay. Yupa, go over to Mina and help her read verse 12, please. Verse 12, Mina. And speak up loud.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Very good. Noah, read verse 13 and 14.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Read 15.
Thou shalt not steal.
Very good. Read 16.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Very good. And then Elijah, bring us home.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Very good. Thank you. 10 Commandments. Nice. Thank you all for participating with that. Okay, so today's class, we're going to go over which fig are you? Does anybody know what a fig is?
No.
Ezekiel, you know what a fig is? What? From Yahushai Khan. It is from Yahushai. This is a fig. Justice, will you show everybody that? That's a fig. It's a fruit. It's a fruit. And yes, it is from Yahushai. So the class today is going to be called Which Fig Are You? Alright? Have any of you ever seen a garden or planted something in a garden? Has anybody? No? Max, you planted a garden before? Yeah? What'd you plant?
Gardening.
What was it?
Gardening.
What was it?
One year we made a plant. We made a plant as a tree.
Mm-hmm.
It was little
Mm-hmm.
and some flowers on it.
Oh, okay, so you planted a little tree. Very good. So you got experience.
Yeah, from
Noah?
my backyard. No.
From science.
You planted something from science? Okay, very good. Does anybody know what it takes to start a garden or to plant? Like when you planted your tree, what does it take? Seeds, Mina?
A long day, like a very long day.
A long day. Soil, very good, Noah. Soil. Ezekiel?
It does for how it takes it.
Because Yahweh takes it.
Yes, absolutely. So Justice is going to open up explaining what it takes to begin the garden. Okay, I want you all to pay close attention. There's a whole process before you even put the seed in the ground. Okay, so she's going to help explain to us what it takes to start this process. Justice?
So right now at our house in our backyard, we're making compost. So you have to have compost in order, because that's plant food. So you have to have compost in order to make your plant grow. That's one thing that you have to use. So you gotta dig your hole. Then you have
Wait, tell us what compost is.
Compost is a whole bunch of mixed recycled food that you can put all together and mix all together.
Does anybody know what recycled food is? Mina.
It's like you put something in with your recycling.
Well, yeah, it's recycling, but like, Justice?
Like banana peels, eggshells, like potato skins, carrot skins, a whole bunch of food that you don't use while you're cooking.
That's recycled food, and that's compost. So that's what she said you have to start first with, compost. Okay, Justice?
Oh, what we're making right now in our backyard, what we plan on making, we're making pineapple, ginger, and turmeric.
Okay. Those are gonna be some of the things you guys are gonna grow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice. So today we will learn about good fruit and bad fruit. Did you know that when a tree is planted in good soil, it produces good fruit? Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. If you plant it in bad dirt, it's not gonna grow. It's not gonna be healthy. It's not gonna the tree is not gonna be healthy and the fruit is not gonna be good. So today we're gonna learn about the difference between the two. What do you think it is, why do you think it is important to have good soil? Nina?
Because we are healthy.
Yes, because you want your tree to be healthy. And if you plant it in bad dirt or dirt that has like a lot of rocks in it, where do you think the tree gets the nutrition from? Noah? It gets nutrition from the sun, the water, and your dirt that you're planting your seed in. That's where it gets it from. So we're going to read Psalms chapter 1 verse 3. Elijah, could you go there please and read for us Psalms chapter 1 verse 3. Yes, you can go ahead, please.
Psalm chapter 1 and verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
Very good. Now, you have on your desk a picture that you can color. While we're talking about this, take a look at your picture. So you have a tree, and there's leaves on the floor. See if you can find a picture. Show me your picture.
It doesn't have the layer for it.
So we've got a picture with some trees. There's no leaves on the tree. All the leaves look like they're on the floor, right? On the ground, right? Is that tree alive and flourishing and looking good, or does it look kind of weak and almost dead? Yeah, it kind of does. So one of the things that we mentioned is the tree planted by rivers of water. So Noah said the tree needs water, right? And if a tree is planted by a river, it's going to get plenty of water, isn't it? Yeah. Are people trees?
No.
In the Bible, are they trees?
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
No.
they are, Max. Yes, they are. Now, what's our living water?
The wisdom.
The wisdom, the word, the Bible. That's our living water. So we have to be planted in the truth, right? We got to be planted in this word. And the tree that's planted by rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in his season, his leaf shall also not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. So if the tree is planted in good soil and by water and it's getting sunlight, it's going to produce good fruit, right? Okay, how can we relate good fruit and bad fruit to our spirit? So I just asked you, in the Bible, we are trees, right? We're not real trees, but in the Bible, we're trees, okay? And the word is the water. So if you were not planted in good soil, and you're a tree, and you're not planted close to water, what kind of fruit do you think you're going to bear? And how do you think your spirit is going to be? Being a person. Bad. Yeah. You think you're gonna have good fruit coming off your branches and things like that? No, not at all. So likewise, when a child is surrounded by good soil, such as the wisdom, love, and protection from the Most High, they bring forth good fruit. And we're going to read about that in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. So Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
they train up a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it.
Very good. Thank you for reading so strong too, Mom. If we are brought up and we're taught this wisdom, first of all, the Most High is going to be very happy and pleased with us. And secondly, it's going to protect us. And we'll use this wisdom as we grow up and go through our life. Okay? The scripture says that if moms and dads train up the child that they should go, using this wisdom, drinking this water in good soil, when he is older, he will not depart from it. Okay? So, your parents taught you how to eat, right? Are you gonna, just because you get to be an adult, are you gonna stop eating? You're gonna keep eating, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why will you keep eating?
I'm gonna get hungry.
Because you get hungry? What else is the reason you keep eating? Nina?
You don't want to starve.
You don't want to starve? If you don't eat food, will you live? We have to have food to live, don't we? We have to have water and food to live, right? We can fast. Yes, Noah?
Like Yahushua did for 40 days and 40
Khan,
nights.
absolutely. He went without it for 40 days and 40 nights. He didn't die, but it is important that we do have nutrition in our bodies, and we get that from our food. Okay? All right. So that's Proverbs 22. We're not going to leave. Now, Justice, give us a fun fact.
A pineapple takes 1 to 2 years to grow. It's a long time, but what does that teach us to have as gardeners that want to bring forth good fruit?
Okay, I'm looking for 3 answers. She gave us a fun fact. She said it takes about 1 to 2 years for a pineapple. Who likes pineapples? I love pineapples.
Yummy.
Me too, Max. Yes, Ezekiel, I love pineapples. And wow, it takes 1 to 2 years for a pineapple to grow. Do pineapples grow on trees or do they grow under the ground?
Under the ground. Under the ground. Tree.
They grow on trees. Yes. So think about this. It takes 1 to 2 years for a pineapple to get full grown and ripe so you can eat it. That's a long time, huh? That's a long time.
Yeah, I do.
So what does that mean for you if you're planting and you're gardening fruits and vegetables? What do you have to do to bring forth good fruit? Nina?
First you put the seed in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put water.
Mm-hmm.
Then let the sun make it grow.
Can you force your plant to grow?
No.
What do you have to do?
Wait for it to grow.
You have to wait for it to grow. But you're right. Those are the 3 things you have to do. You gotta water it. You gotta make sure it gets some sunlight. And then you gotta be, what's the word? It starts with a P.
Please.
No. Elijah?
Patient.
You gotta be patient. Oh my gosh, if you gotta wait 1 to 2 years for a pineapple, and you're looking up at the tree waiting for the pineapple to get ripe so it can come down and you can eat it, and you gotta wait 1 to 2 years, that's a long time. You gotta be patient, right? Okay.
Very good.
Yeah. So Yapon Justice will explain the following answers in you all's terms so you can kind of understand the word patience and diligence, which is another thing we have to be a good gardener, and willingness. You gotta want to have some fruit and vegetables, right? You gotta want to feed people and yourself. So they're gonna tell us what those words mean. Oh, and I stand corrected. Who said pineapples grow under the ground?
Apple.
Noah? You're right. I thought they grew on trees.
I think they grow underground because you know how they have stem.
Yeah. So pineapples grow under the ground. I stand corrected. So we're not going to be looking up. We're going to be waiting for them to pop up out of the ground. Okay. So your Pa and Justice are going to explain to us the following answers, the following terms, on patience, diligence, and willingness. And they're going to give us some examples too. Take it away, girls.
So patience. Patience, you have to wait, be patient, and some examples for patient is me and my mom have to be patient while I get my hair done. Or you have to be patient with everybody. Or another one for patience is you have to wait on somebody, but you can't force it. You have to, take your time and not get upset.
Wow. Who in here is patient?
Me.
Yeah?
Me.
Elijah's like, I'm not raising my hand because I'm not patient. What makes you patient, Noah?
Listening. And following the instructions.
Okay, you got to be patient to do that? Why do you have to be patient?
Because they have to tell you.
Because they have to tell you. Because do you know? No. Because if you did know, you wouldn't have to wait on someone to tell you what to do, right? So you have to be patient. Very good. Nepal, give us another one on diligence.
So diligence is like you're being very constant in doing something. Like when you have a plant, you have to constantly, not constantly, but like you have to constantly water it so that it doesn't die. You have to be like always doing it. Like how when the brothers do class, they are constantly reading the Bible. They're constantly studying so that they can have a class to put together for everybody.
That's a very good example. They are very diligent. And their diligence helps us, right? Get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If we didn't have them being patient, like Justice said, and helping us and teaching us, and diligent, like your Pa said, the brothers come to class every 4 times a week, and they teach us. And then they study themselves so that they can teach us, and so we can get understanding. And that takes a lot of diligence, for the brothers. There's one other word. Willingness.
So an example for willingness is you have to be willing to wake up for school, even though you spent all night up on your homework. You have to be willing to wake up early for school so you're not late. Another example for willingness is you have to be willing to come to class so you can learn the Bible and you can go and teach other people.
Nice. Willingness. The Most High wants us to willingly serve Him. He doesn't want anyone to be here and learning due to force. So I can't make you come to class and make you listen and make you apply and make you plant your trees or make you water and be diligent and be patient on it. You have to willingly want to do that. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, do you think your tree is going to grow? No. If you're not patient and diligent and willingly?
No.
And willingful?
Yeah.
Nope, it sure isn't. And are you going to bear good fruit if you don't take the necessary steps to make sure you have good soil and good water and sunlight? Is your tree going to produce good fruit?
Yeah.
Nope, it sure won't. Will you produce good fruit if you don't do those things? Study and be diligent, come to class and learn and feed yourself with the word. Will you have good spirits? No, you sure won't. So let's go to some scriptures in the Bible. Noah's going to read for us James chapter 1 verse 4. James chapter 1 verse 4. Strong. Read it to us nice and loud and strong, Noah, please.
James chapter 1 verse 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Awesome. Thank you for reading that so well. Patience. We talked about that. It's one of the things we need when we are gardening. Because if we're not patient, will we produce anything that's worth having if we're not patient? No, we won't. Our efforts will not be blessed by the Most High. And our work will show forth if we're not patient. And if we are patient, then everything will work out right for us and okay. Let's read Peter chapter 1 verse 6, Noah. That's Peter chapter 1 verse 6.
Peter chapter 1 verse 4 and to knowledge, temperance and to temperance, patience and to patience, godliness.
Nice. So knowledge is what? What is knowledge, Elijah? The scriptures. To knowledge is the scriptures. And with the knowledge, we learn how to control ourselves, how to react, okay? To not just ourselves or others, but to situations, okay? And through that, we're gonna gain patience. So we can wait on that tree, that seed to grow and come up and produce good fruit. And through that, Noah and Max, and through that, we'll, of course, bring honor to the Most High, and He'll be happy with us, okay? Last scripture, one more scripture for you, Noah, and it's going to be in 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 5. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 5. You got it?
2 Peter chapter 1 verse 5 and besides this giving all diligence and add to your faith virtue and to virtue knowledge.
Very good. That word virtue. Anybody know what that word means? So virtue is a behavior. It's a standard. Okay? So when we get this knowledge, not only are we going to be getting and learning about diligence and patience, but we're also learning faith, and to that we're going to have a standard that we're going to stick to, okay? That's what the virtue is. We're going to stick with that. We're not going to deviate. We're not going to go aside. We're going to stay right there and hold fast to that faith, okay? Does everybody understand? Okay. Willingness. We're going to read 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 12. 2 Corinthians, and can you read that, Elijah? 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 12. Second Corinthians chapter 8, verse 12.
2 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 12. For if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to that a man hath, and not according to that he hath not.
Nice. So, going back to the willingness, if we want a tree that's going to produce good fruit, and if we want our spirits to be good, we have to have a willingness. We gotta want to do that. We gotta want to put in the work, be diligent. We gotta want to have a good spirit. We gotta want to serve the Most High. Those are things that it takes, okay, for us to bear the good fruit and to have a good spirit. Last scripture that you're going to read, oh no, that was the last scripture. I'm sorry, you were supposed to read that one. Is it okay? You want to read it? Okay, yeah, go ahead. And that's it's 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 12.
2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 12. For if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to that a man hath and not according to that he hath not.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So, as children, you begin to hear these words more and more. The diligence, the willingness, the patience. You're going to hear these words more and more. Be aware of your surroundings, okay? In the truth, you will hear the same thing, but of course, there will be a scripture to back it up, to support what you're hearing, okay? Just like we just read. All the scriptures according to patience and the diligence and the willingness. We had scriptures from the Most High to back up what those words mean to us and to the Most High, okay? 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8 says to be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. So if we're not diligent, guys, and we're not patient and learning, and we're not willing to come in here and learn things that we don't know and be patient and be diligent, who is going to attack us? Who's going to attack us, Max?
Me.
Who's going to attack us, Max? No, not Noah. Not Noah. Who's roaring around like a lion seeking to devour us, Caleb? Not Yahushai. Nope. Ezekiel? No. Who's seeking to destroy us? No.
The devil?
Listen to the scripture again. I just read this. You all aren't paying attention. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So these words that we're telling you, the patience, the willingness, the diligence, those are attributes, those are things that we need to develop. Okay, those are things we need to work on in ourselves, okay? And they're a protection also, because Satan is looking to see who's not working on themselves, okay? And if you're not, you're going to be easy prey for him, okay? You're going to be really easy prey. We can bring forth bad fruit if we're not careful of the people we hang around, the things we see on TV, and the music we hear. There are bad influences all around us, but you have to be vigilant. Keep those eyes open and be ready to distinguish the difference between good and bad fruit. Now, let's take a look at Jeremiah chapter 24, verses 1 through 10. Okay, now thinking back to your garden, our garden that we're going to put together, what do you think Yahweh wants us to learn from this story here in Jeremiah? I'm going to read it. It's Jeremiah chapter 24, verse 1 through 10. And please pay attention, because I'm going to ask you some questions at the end of the story. Jeremiah chapter 24, verse 1 through 10. Okay, it reads, "The Lord shewed me, and behold, 2 baskets of figs." Remember the figs? 2 baskets of figs were set before the temple of the Lord. After that, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away captive Jeconiah, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, and the prince of Judah, with the carpenters and the smiths from Jerusalem, and had brought them to Babylon. 1 basket had very good figs, even like the figs that are first ripe, just like this picture, guys. And the other basket had very naughty figs, which could not even be eaten because they were so bad. Then said the Lord unto me, "What seest thou, Jeremiah?" And I said, "Figs, the good figs, very good, and the evil, very evil, that cannot be eaten. They are so evil." Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, "Thus saith the Lord, the Most High of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place unto the land of the Chaldeans for their goods. For I will set mine eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. And I will give them an heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. For they shall return unto me with their whole heart. And as the evil figs, the bad, nasty figs, right, which cannot be eaten, they are so evil, surely thus saith the Lord, so will I give Zedekiah, the king of Judah, and his prince, and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt. And I will deliver them to be removed until all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be reproached and a proverb, and taunt and a curse in all places, whither I shall drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, and the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from off the land that I gave unto them and to their fathers. Okay, guys. So, wow, that was an intense scripture. Are we good figs or are we bad figs?
Good figs.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're good figs? Okay. Do you want to be bad figs? No, we do not want to be bad figs. The children of Israel are supposed to be good figs, he said. And he would build us up and not pick us away, right?
No.
Right. That's what we do with the weeds in our garden. We pluck them out. Right? So if those weeds are coming up around our plant that tree that we planted, and they can plant the weeds, choke out the good stuff, and kill it. We don't want that, right? So we want to get rid of the weeds, pluck them out, okay? And we want to be the good figs. Luke chapter 6, verse 43 and 44 says, "For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit." Does anybody know what the word corrupt means?
No.
Bad. Very good, Elijah. It means bad. "For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit, neither doeth a corrupt tree bringeth forth good fruit." So Noah, if you have a bad tree, if you plant a seed and the tree doesn't take root and it grows a little bit, but then it withers away, Is that a good tree or a bad tree?
Bad.
Bad. Do you think it's gonna produce anything?
No.
No. Well, what if we planted a tree and it does grow up, like the picture you guys have? That tree grew up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is there any fruit on it?
No.
No. So a bad tree cannot bring forth good fruit. And if we had a good tree that's all pretty and the leaves are on it and it looks healthy and it's by the river of waters, is it going to bring forth bad fruit?
No.
No. It's going to bring forth good fruit, right?
God.
Very good. For every tree is known by its own fruit. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of a bramble bush gather they grapes. Luke chapter 6 verse 45 says, a good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. So we don't want the Most High to cast us away as naughty bad fruit, do we? No. And Mark chapter 11 verse 11 through 14 says, while we start, well, no, it doesn't say. Mark chapter 11 verse 11 through 14. You want to read that, Elijah? Mark chapter 11, and this will be our last scripture, and then we're going to work on the activity sheet that you guys have in front of you. Mark chapter 11, verse 11 through 14.
Mark chapter 11 and verse 11. And Yahushua entered into Jerusalem and into the temple, and when he had looked round about upon all things, and now the eventide was come, he went out unto Bethany with the 12, and on the morrow, when they were come from Bethany, he was hungry, and seeing a fig tree afar off, having leaves, he came, if happily he might find anything thereon. And when he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for the time of figs was not yet. And Yahushua answered and said unto it, no man eat fruit of thee hereafter forever. And his disciples heard it.
Okay, so that tree is not going to produce any figs. All right, so while we start our activity, let's talk about how we can be built up to become good fruit. What are some things we can do? What are some things that we can do for ourselves? Because remember, we're like the trees and we're going to be producing fruit. What are some things that we can do for ourselves, Mina?
Drinking water.
Drinking water, which is what? What's the water?
The Bible.
The Bible. Very
Good job.
good. Good job. That's our water we can drink. So we can produce good fruit. What else can we do to produce good fruit? Sit up, Max. Sit up, Noah. What else can we do? Max?
Water.
Drink water, yes. Very good.
Having
And do what?
fruit.
And have fruit, yes. We'll have good fruit if we drink water, yes. Noah, what else do we need to do?
Get watered often and get planted by good soil.
Yes, get planted in good soil. Very good. Anything else? Ezekiel?
You that the banana. He said you eat
Yes,
banana.
we have a banana. We're not going to eat it. But we have Yapa and Justice here that are going to show us the difference between good and bad fruit. And I want you guys to think about this because we've talked about a lot of stuff today. Do we want to be good figs like the picture? Or do we want to be bad, rotten figs? No. Now here's a true depiction, a true example of something good and bad. Tell me, which one of these bananas would you prefer to eat? Are we the one that your Justice has or the one that your pa has?
The one your pa has.
Let's see.
Who
Show
wants-
it in the
who
camera.
wants- yeah, go show,
Show
it in the camera.
camera.
Justice, which Justice has the good fruit? Who wants who wants the fruit Justice has? Raise your hand. Yeah, Aslan wants the fruit Justice has. Who wants the fruit your pa has? Sit down so you don't fall. So Noah, you want to turn that into a smoothie, huh? Yeah, of course you do.
It's all I can take the scrap.
Very good. So guys, we want to strive to be a tree that is going to produce good fruit. And we want to be a good fig. This is a really pretty fig, isn't it? These are really nice figs. This is what we want to be to the Most High. We want Him to carry us away and take us to a good place, not to an evil place where we're just going to rot. Okay? So we've got to make sure we're taking care of our spirit and we're feeding it with good things and being planted in good soil and listening and being diligent and willingly. Okay? Does anyone have any questions about the class today? Any questions at all? Mina?
When we were at Caleb's house, we had a banana. They had it brown on it.
It had brown on it?
Yeah, they looked like a little bit bad and good.
They look bad and good? Okay.